Like, stay tuned, man. There's more of the scoop.
I have to return some videotapes. 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 I have to return some videotapes.
Welcome, once again, to Strange Girl Video on the Ectoviolence channel, with me, Alec, and my esteemed colleague, Dan Marino himself, Justin.
You got any more of that gum?
Yeah. So far in the chat, Last Movie Standing says first, and Yo Mama's Big Fat Movie Collection, howdy buddy. How's it going? What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, it's Tuesday night, so welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So we had a couple weeks off there, but we've both been pretty busy with a lot of stuff going on. So
yeah.
And we're trying not to do shows unless we have something worth covering. So we're not doing this just to do it.
Jesus, my forehead is looking big today.
Look at this like fucking James from Twin Peaks.
Don't say that shit. I don't say that.
Hey, don't say that.
I just want to
be brooding. Now you look like Tommy Wiseau when you like squint your eyes like that.
What a story, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Great.
Yeah. Yo Mama's Big Fat Movie Collection says, really enjoyed your Leprechaun reviews and 4K review. Thank you. What's really cool about that is sometimes people who worked on the movie comment, and it makes me weary about posting negative reviews about shit on my channel. Like, shit, people are gonna see this, but whatever. Like, if the director of Undertone be like on YouTube in this modern era, searching up for reviews of his own movie and come across mine, he's probably not gonna be happy. Although I did praise the direction and I didn't badmouth anything, but either way. But it was cool. The producer of Leprechaun, David Price, he also directed Children of the Corn 2, I believe the subtext, The Final Sacrifice. He commented on it saying, basically, it looks truer to the colors on the Blu-ray, but as we now know, there's issues with the 4K and stuff. I posted a whole other video talking about that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with 4K releases and MGM specifically, because when I got the American Psycho set, they shipped the original 4K disc with it instead of the new one. So I'm starting to wonder, are some of these makers shipping the wrong or bad product just to meet their deadline date, knowing they fucked something up? Because I'd imagine at some point quality control should have checked that, but both of those issues.
Last Movie Standing says, keep true to you, bro. Don't pull Chris Stuckman.
Yeah.
See, I don't even watch Chris Stuckman. I watch a lot of movie YouTubers that are like more in my space. Like I watch a fair amount of Planet CHH videos. I watch a lot of Last Movie Standings videos. I watch a lot of H3 podcast, which is not a movie thing. I watch, I've been watching lately is this guy, Simon. He's this British guy who does traveling. I'm sure you've seen shorts of his on YouTube or something, but he's always like, yeah, I'm riding the bullet train out here in Saudi Arabia. And that sounds way more Scottish than British, but...
Yeah. I was like, is this a Simpsons episode all of a sudden?
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I'm not going to... See, Last Movie Standing things, I don't usually talk about stuff I don't like. But if I see a new movie... It's like it's a coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think there was a bunch of things that were done well in Undertone, but also not so much. Overblown, overhyped.
That was not the movie for you.
Yeah. I could see, especially if you haven't watched a ton of types of movies like that, like people, like the newer generation, like this could be really good for new people. to horror.
Mhm.
And honestly, even old people, I don't know. Just wasn't for me, like you said. I wanted to like it too. I went in like stoked to watch it. But
Yeah, I totally feel that because you just never know how
speaking of,
something's going to turn out.
there's a bunch of horror movies coming out this season that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Let me pull up some of them. So one of them is obviously Backrooms is coming. And
Yeah,
that's very interesting. I did a video about that no one watched. At 8 that's coming out. Have you heard about this one?
I have not heard about this one. I know you talked Backrooms because then you did your video on it after being inspired by me not having heard of it yet. So,
Oh yeah, basically just to explain it to like movie fans because it's a movie and was from like a YouTube series essentially that it's very interesting, especially for as young as the guy was when he started doing it. He's in his like early 20s now. He's going to be directing this movie before, younger than Spielberg directed Jaws. And I'm not going to say it's going to be a Jaws, oh, this movie's as good as Jaws by any means, but Exit 8 is another like liminal horror movie. It's based on a video game.
okay.
And A24 is putting out Backrooms, and Neon is putting out Exit 8. It says, basically, the film follows a man trapped in an endless sterile subway passageway as he sets out to find Exit 8. The rules of his quest are simple. Do not overlook anything out of the ordinary. If you discover an anomaly, turn back immediately. If you don't, carry on, then leave from Exit 8. Even a single oversight will send you back to the beginning. Will he ever reach his goal and escape this infinite corridor?
Oh, okay. That sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, kind of very Backroomsy. That kind of liminal horror. I'm here for liminal horror stuff.
It's fun. I just feel like that's getting a little mainstream now, which is okay. And
It was always kind of mainstream, just not in films yet. It was on internet, like horror culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Backrooms has been a hitting mainstream. Like, I think that's why they approached him like 2 years ago to start working on this movie. And it actually has a very interesting cast. The lead guy, I can't remember his name, but he's always in political movies where he's like, oh, actually, here's where you'll know him from. He was in Doctor Strange. He's the guy they set up to be the villain at the end of that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the star of Backrooms. Or at least one of them.
Yeah. I think that has a decent sized cast from what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Hold on, I gotta share the chat with you so you can help me keep up with this.
I can't see. Cannot see the chat, Mark.
I can't see him. What is that? Is that a Star Wars quote? Yeah, that is. Obscure one, I guess. I don't know. It was the AI Leprechaun menu for me. Yeah, dude, that's what pissed me off. The Leprechaun artwork on the 4K box was cool.
Yeah.
But then for the menu, they like did an AI animation of it where he's like, and then it like loops backwards. So it's like Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
That's what it does. It's stupid.
Like, how hard would it have been just to take a picture of him in the movie, like turning his head and doing something silly in there?
Or
right?
just, I would
Riding the
rather take
tricycle?
clips from the
Just
movies or a still image.
Just him riding the tricycle, man. That's all I fucking want. Him riding that around in the menu. Come on now.
Totally atrocious.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we're going to see a lot of that type of AI shit used for menus and things like that.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy, cheap way to do that. And with physical media not being as gigantic as it could be, now there are still plenty of people collecting. It's more of a niche market still, but what did they say? I heard last year that vinyl broke $1 billion for the first time since the early 80s in availability and collectability. And I'm hoping more people will get into movies and other things beyond vinyl because, tons of awesome physical media out there.
Actually, we got to have, I've been talking about this off the scenes, but Maybe we'll have it on one of these weeks. Last movie standing, we got to have him on one of these lives with us.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think the concept I came up with that we might run with is going to be like raunchy movies, raunchy comedies, basically, because there's a lot out there that I think are just kind of atrocious and that I'm sure he loves, and maybe even vice versa.
Yeah.
The crossover is going to be more on my end. Like, he probably likes 90% of raunchy comedies, or like the ones we would talk about, and I probably like a significant, slightly smaller amount. I don't know. We'll see. It could be an interesting talk, though. And with your takes, too, because it's stuff like for example, American Pie. This is a hot take. I just don't like the American Pie movies, and I know he loves them. Big into them.
Yeah, man,
They were probably nostalgic for you.
They are. It's a generational gap thing, I think, because, what am I, 7 years older than you? So.
Yeah, I'm 35. You're 52.
42 next month, so I got time.
Okay.
I still got time. There's still time. Yeah, so the first one came out at a good time, and even like some of the other ones, the timing of the releases still worked for like seeing in theaters and seeing with friends because of the nostalgia for them and because of things that people were going through in life at those stages.
Right. Well, I also haven't watched them in probably 20 years now, so maybe if I went back and revisited, like, I can remember a decent amount of them. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm thinking, I can think back of, because I was young watching them, so everything I'm thinking back on is all the weird sex shit. Like, obviously him fucking the pie, the scene of them streaming the girl. Mm-hmm. What a time, ahead of its time there. But also very cringy scene, if I remember correctly. Like, looking back, like, that doesn't age so well, but like, at the same time, I am one of those people who believes you can't look at all movies from the microscope of today's views. You have to look at it to what was their intent then. Yes. To some extent, at least. You know what I mean? There's exceptions, of course, but...
Yeah, there's going to be a shitload of those movies that you can't watch today. So, like, after Carradine just recently passed away from Revenge of the Nerds...
Right.
One of my coworkers is in his 50s, and he's a huge physical media guy. So we're always talking about like what we're buying in the collection and things like that. And so
I have Revenge of the Nerds on DVD, Panty Raid edition.
Yeah,
and I really like that movie, except for the
Yes, we already know what you're talking about.
The one scene, like, and I mean, in general, if you watch it back as an adult, it is kind of like, but like. Most of it is just whatever. This is a sign of the times shit. Except for that. That one thing is a little bit... But it's not a sign of, like, David Carradine. It's really a sign of the writers. David Carradine is also the dad on Lizzie McGuire, so...
Yeah. So, when you think about that, but my coworker said he bought a copy on eBay from... I can't remember what... Maybe it was whoever owns the movie. It was like their direct eBay store. When we bought it, it showed up broken, and then he requested a replacement, and they wanted him to mail the broken one back. And he's like, hey, what? He's like, why the hell do they want me to mail him back like a cheaper disc? Well, then they were out of it, so they didn't have a replacement for him, so they wanted him to mail it back anyway to get his refund. So then he bought it from another seller and paid like $30 for a DVD.
Is that like out of print or something?
I don't know. And Then I told him about Vintage Stock in town. I was like, hey, man, go check out Vintage Stock. He's like, I wish I would have known about that before. He's like, because I went and checked out Vintage Stock for the first time, and he's like, and I found a copy of it used for like $6. I was like,
dude.
Yeah, I was like, it's easy. And he's like, well, so...
And they will price accordingly. So if it's a rare DVD, you will be paying a little more. But sometimes, as I was about to mention Vintage Stock, too, because the next comment, this perfect rotation, was Yo Mama's Big Fat Movie Collection saying... Just picked up Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 4K. Don't really think they need a 4K, but cheap enough on Hamilton Book. So, I have the first one. I have the, what is that, Scream Factory Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. And then I have the, is it Anchor Bay that released? I think it is. The 3-pack with the fourth movie as a special disc, the banned Red Cross edition box set that I actually got. I mean, I probably paid like $60 for it there, which is a lot for 3 old DVDs, but it's a banned set, like, because it has the Red Cross on it. The Red Cross was like, you can't be using the fucking Red Cross symbol on this shit. People are gonna like me scrambling, looking for a medical kit and come across a DVD box set.
Yeah, totally get that, which is cool to have in your collection, though, because I love
Yeah.
when stuff's like this that is recalled, because they probably did a full-on recall, and then it was like, nah, we're going to keep this in the collection.
Yeah, for now I'm good with those on DVD. There might become a time where I feel like the need to upgrade them to maybe just Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I am very selective on buying stuff on 4K, but also just for financial reasons, I would probably upgrade a lot more. But I do focus more on buying more movies as opposed to upgrading old stuff I already have.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about this fairly regularly, but it's just all about, like, does the movie need it? How are the previous releases of it? Is it a movie I really like? Because if it's a movie I really like, I'm probably going to go ahead and get the 4K anyway, just because I truly like it.
There's some movies I'll just buy every release of it I find, if it's a different release, I should say. Sorry, burping.
For sure. Yeah, and I try not to, go. I mean, the only thing I've got like stupid copies of is Ghostbusters, just because I've got so many releases of that. And I still don't even have them all. I could still track down some clamshell VHS and things like that, but I'm just like, eh.
Ghostbusters, Twin Peaks, and Alf I have a lot of. You have more Ghostbusters than me, but I have a lot of Ghostbusters still. And then Twin Peaks, I have a fair amount. There's a couple things I'm still missing there, but Alf, I pretty much have everything they've released in North America except one VHS and one DVD. The Alf Files VHS, which is like a collection of 4 episodes, and the Alf Files DVD.
Yeah.
But I have everything else they released here.
Well, to your point, pricing is such a big component to selecting some of this stuff. So that's a good segue to jump into Stranger Things.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, go ahead. I wanted to jump back into more. I have like more spring movies to talk about, but we can jump with Stranger Things too.
Yeah, but I was just going to say pricing wise, right? Because if you go to Arrow Video directly for their Stranger Things collections,
Amazon's actually been dropping. And I just saw a post from, actually I saw one I think earlier from yesterday or something from Last Movie Standing. I saw one today just now from Planet CHH, but Amazon keeps dropping the price on theirs. Like the one I pre-ordered was $200 when I pre-ordered it for just the standard ass Blu-ray. It's down to $169 I think right now. And it's gonna drop more because the fucking other set, that's the second most expensive set right now. Like the deluxe Blu-ray set is $162 on there right now.
Yeah, so I was just price comparing to Orbit to Arrow, and then I had Amazon in there as well. Orbit was still a little bit cheaper than Amazon. I'm not sure on the shipping. I imagine for that price set, it'll be free shipping. I've never ordered from Orbit, but you
Be careful.
Made me aware of them the other day. I haven't checked deep discount yet and all those things. But just looking at that 4K, the deluxe 4K is $230 on Arrow Video. It's down to $190 on Orbit. And so for me, like we've been talking about this, I'm like, do I want to go with 4K? Do I want to go with Blu-ray? The extras look pretty cool in the fancier box set, but it's nothing I feel like is worth the cost to me, because I'm not ever going to take it out of the box and keep it out of the package. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And I honestly prefer the real, I don't want to say basic, but I prefer the clean look of the standard sets over the deluxe set.
Yeah.
The box art to me just looks perfect. Like that Stranger Things logo is one of the more modern graphic design logos for a series that is really just so well done. It doesn't need to be fucked with much.
That's what I'm just kind of like, I like the black with just the logo. I'm good with that, to be honest.
As a huge fan of the RCA VHS tapes that they had with like, they've got the symmetrical like looks there, like that black and white look, just the RCA VHS home video tapes draw me to that basic box set because it reminds me so much of that 80s thing. It fits in with the whole aesthetic of it, I guess
Yeah.
is the best way to put it. And so that's what I'm looking for. But we can jump in and cover that again in a minute. But I just wanted to bring that up on price wise because you really got to shop around and like see what the best deal is. Now, Amazon is nice because they will continue to drop the price, assuming you've pre-ordered.
Yeah.
So
There is a movie coming out I'd have mixed feelings on, to be honest. They Will Kill You.
okay,
Producer Andy Muschietti. Zazie Beetz stars as a young woman who must survive the night at the Virgil, a demonic cult's mysterious and twisted death trap of a lair before becoming the next offering. Like, it sounds like a turned up version of Ready or Not, to be perfectly honest. And it even mentions that in the little bloody disgusting write-up I'm reading right now.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds just like Ready or Not with a.
It says
I
it's
mean-
a slapstick mania of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2 courses through the veins of this high-octane action horror comedy. You know.
That's pretty fucking pompous to say that it's like Evil Dead 2, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Evil Dead franchise, but the modern movies don't have the Evil Dead 2 vibes. Some of the horror elements still carry on through the franchise.
There's a
and the
moment or two
Necronomicon
that
thing.
haven't. The newest one had like a moment or two that felt Evil Dead 2-ish, but like throughout the whole film, no, by no means.
Exactly. So to me, to have someone try to base their movie off that, it seems fucking arrogant.
I don't think it's necessarily
Crazy, right?
based off it, but that's what someone said about it, during press.
Yeah. And
But let's move on. There's another interesting one
okay.
called Forbidden Fruits.
This sounds like another religious movie.
No, it's not. Well, I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. Produced by Diablo Cody,
Okay.
brings a new coven of witches to the big screen. Yada, 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 yada. Produced by IFC and Shudder.
Interesting.
Sorry. Free Eden employee Apple, I guess is her name, secretly runs a witchy femme cult in the basement of the mall store after hours. But when new hire Pumpkin challenges the group's girl boss ways, the women are forced to face their own poisons or succumb to a bloody fate. And Diablo Cody produced, and Diablo Cody, if you don't know, is the writer of Juno and Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, which I've heard they're working on Jennifer's Body too, which is like,
I'll be here for it when it comes out. But
I'll see it
I mean,
for sure. But I'm just like, what do you do with that concept? Is it going to be recast and just be like is this going to be a sequel that actually takes place with the same characters, or is this going to be the type of sequel that?
no, they would not do this without Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. They're both coming back, as far as I know, or they will be if. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm on board for that, because if they're going to try to do like some sequelitis shit just to do it, I don't give a fuck.
There's one coming out called Hunting Matthew Nichols.
Okay.
It's a found
Sounds oddly
footage
specific.
horror. It sounds very typical though, like found footage horror. But then again, fuck it. Formula works. Don't fuck with it. We'll see.
Yeah.
On Halloween 2001, Matthew Nichols and Jordan Raymer went into the forests of northern Vancouver Island near Port Rupert with a VHS camcorder and vanished without a trace. Their camera was later recovered, but the boys were never found. 2 decades later, Matthew's sister Tara has hired a film crew to document her search for answers. It says a sneaky, simmering take on the true crime folk horror genre.
Okay, that sounds interesting enough. May not be a theatrical watch for me. It may be something I watch at home, but I would like to see that based on that synopsis.
I do like found footage horror, so it's appealing in that way. We have the Faces of Death sort of reboot. Have you ever watched any of those? I have not, personally.
Neither have I. Yeah.
I want to own them in a box set or something. I think there's 4 of them. But there are real deaths in those movies. There are not real murders, but there are like accidental deaths and stuff like that that are filmed they put in there, and then there's like fake murders and stuff like that put in there as well.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how those films are. They're like faux documentaries, but with some real footage that they are lying about what it is and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But this, it says, continuing the exploration of the original films, is it real or not conceit. The reboot follows a woman working as a content moderator for a major video platform who discovers what appears to be reenactments of murders from Faces of Death, the original movie. In an online world where nothing can be trusted, she must determine whether the violence is fiction or unfolding in real time. So the cast includes Barbie Ferreira from Euphoria. I have not watched Euphoria, surprisingly. Decree Montgomery, who is, I think he was the Red Ranger in the new Power Rangers movies. I didn't watch it, but then he was in Stranger Things as Billy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he was in the Power Rangers movie. I watched the remake once just to check it out. Did not love it, so. Asking about the chat here on my poster behind me. Paul Rudd, Gil Kinnan, Eric Wright, Ray Parker Jr., Carrie Coon.
Yeah, mine's right there.
Logan Kim. Jason Reitman signed it.
What's his name? Did you get James
Acaster on there. He's the big one on there. And
James
then
Acaster, Paul Rudd, Carrie Coon, Eric Reich, Ray Parker Jr., Jason Reitman, Logan Kim, Carrie Coon. I think that's everybody.
Who played Melody? What her name?
Emily Allen Lind.
Yeah, okay.
She was also in Dr. Sleep. Yeah, mine. I have the same signatures on mine. It's framed a little bit differently, but it's out of frame. It's on this wall.
Yeah. And then, Mama's Big Fat Movie Collection said Ghostbusters in the animated Lifetime box set. Yeah, I love that fucking box set. I got the one that's not the steel books because it was way cheaper when I got it, but I still got it directly from Time Life, and like I don't care about the steel books because it's stuffed inside a cardboard like display case of the Firehouse. Like I don't ever see the inside of the case. Like I don't need the steel books on that one. Who cares? Looks great on my shelf as a Firehouse.
I had at the beginning of this year, I had 2 Ghostbusters like grails for physical media, and I found one of them.
Okay, which was that?
That was the Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection.
Oh yeah, because I sent that to you on Marketplace. It's like, hey, check this out.
And it was like $120 and included that in the popcorn bucket, which I wasn't interested in because I already had, but I was like, fuck it. I'll take it because I can sell it and then...
Yeah.
I actually have another video coming out on the Ghostbusters TV cut about that soon. Nice. I previously did the Ghostbusters preview cut and the Ghostbusters 2 TV cut on this channel if you're interested. Those are special features only available in that box set. That's why I was like so into that box set. And as you know, the animated Time Life box set, that's one that I missed out on. I've just always wanted.
Did you get that yet?
No. So eventually I will. That's still a grail that I'm searching for.
Just search it on eBay, man. Put it in your watch list and even check Facebook Marketplace, if you got those on there. The only thing that sucks about that is sometimes you see stuff come through and you just don't have money for it. And you're like,
that's one. And then the the Scream Factory Halloween Blu-ray box set. I'm in search of that as well.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. Yeah.
That one can go for quite a lot as well. They have 2 editions of it, but there's the one that I want's like the one that has each movie in an individual case. They're black cases. It's very similar to the Friday the 13th one.
Yeah. Yeah, that Friday the 13th set is basically out of print now, but there's still some Walmarts that have it in physical stock.
Did you get one yet?
I did not. I need to.
Do you have the... Okay.
I have digital copies of everything. So I they did a Friday the 13th like sale through Voodoo or whatever before it was Fandango at home, and it was like $15. So I got them all, and I was like, whatever.
I was about to say, even if you wanted to upgrade the Blu-rays and you didn't care about that box set, I think you can do it for cheaper if you just get the 1 through 8 Blu-ray set, and then like the Goes to Hell and X 2-pack on Blu-ray, and then Freddy vs. Jason on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I really need to get that because
I guess in the remake too, but
because I got obviously the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K set, and then I recently picked up the Chucky Blu-ray set. I didn't get the DVD. I found for like $20, but then I finally found the Blu-ray for like 30 with a coupon at the store I bought it at, so it was a good deal.
I did complete my Chucky collection on 4K, so I have all the movies on 4K now, and then except the remake,
Nice.
I don't have that at all.
Yeah, I
And
don't know if I'm gonna get those on 4K. Didn't you get all those individually? Because there's not a big. Is there a 4K set yet for that?
There is a 4K set from Arrow, but
Okay.
like 3 of the movies are Blu-ray in it for some reason or something, and their Blu-rays are not region free because it's like a UK set.
Yeah.
So the 4Ks are region free, but not the Blu-rays. It's like a whole thing. The box set is very nice, so I do like it, and I considered buying it anyway, but I did not go for it. That's why I got them all individually.
Yeah, I mean, with stuff being region locked, I mean that's the
And they're my
region
favorite,
locked.
like, my 2 favorite slasher franchises I now have complete on 4K. So, like, Friday the
Yeah.
13th, I'm not getting that on 4K. I will get Freddy vs. Jason on 4K when it comes out.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I think Arrow's going to be hopefully putting that out as well.
that was a modern enough film that it should look pretty good on 4K.
I mean, we'll see. The DVD honestly looks borderline the exact same as the Blu-ray just because of the technology. But
Was that one of those that was filmed digital and was limited to the resolution?
I can't remember. I think I looked at, guys, I did a DVD versus Blu-ray video at some point for it on my channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the starting to,
Yo Mama's Big Fat Movie Collection
oh
says
shit. Okay.
Groove has the Friday the 13th boxes for $112, and if you make an account, you get 20% off and free shipping.
Damn.
I don't have a
good.
Groove account. That's another one, though, that, you know, people talk about. And I'm one of those people who always mispronounces it Grove on my channel, and people comment, give me shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you got that Ghostbusters set recently. When I bought it, I missed it on Amazon, and that was the first time I ever ordered anything from Deep Discount. And Deep Discount does pretty good. I've ordered other things from them since then because at first I was like, I've never heard of this site. Who the fuck uses it? And then
Right.
like, you know, you're pointing at Orbit DVD, and it's like, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
You kind of have these options here, so it's nice to be able to shop around and find stuff. And then obviously you got your Barnes and Nobles, but you got to wait for everything to be on sale for the 4K there. So
Well, that's the thing is a site like Orbit and other places like Diabolic DVD, they, from what I understand, they curate stuff from labels specifically that's hard to get so you can get your hands on it too. Like they do pre-orders for all this other, you know, Stranger Things box sets and stuff as well. They have UK
Yeah, I was on the-
releases they get in bulk so that they can sell them over here.
yeah, they've
4Ks
got this.
and stuff. Like that's a way to avoid all that weird shit, and that's a good way to get overseas releases essentially for people here.
Yeah, and they've got a Scream 7 steelbook up there on Orbit right now for sale. So
I'm not going steelbook for that horse shit.
okay, so here's one for you, or several, just because I'm on their page right now. These are movies that we both know, we both love, but is it worth the upgrade? So The Great Outdoors, Harry and the Hendersons. Both of them come out May 26th.
I'm good with Blu-rays. And I don't have either of those on Blu-ray, but I do have them both on DVD. So apparently I'm good with those on DVD even. But those are great. Like Great Outdoors is all-time greats.
So,
But
and I'm looking at the special features, and let me know if any of these like catch your attention. So it's a brand new HDR Dolby Vision master from a 4K scan of the 35 print. Okay. Audio commentary by director Howard Dutch, moderated by filmmaker Douglas Holsdale. Audio commentary by Hats Off Entertainment's Joe Ramone. Audio commentary by film historians Paul Anthony Nelson and Lee Zachariah. And subtitles. So to me,
Jesus. There's a couple of things in there, but is that all even, and is any of that new?
that's what it's. I mean, yeah, it says these are all new audio commentaries. I don't know
Okay.
if the older versions have those. That's why I ask.
See, that's
Harry
worth
and
it
the
for
Hendersons-
some stuff like that. Like, that's what makes new editions of movies worth it, when they actually do new stuff for them.
But there's no other special features, which is like, I like commentaries. Don't get me wrong, I love some good commentaries, but I would like some of the behind the scenes stuff. And I feel like that's kind of what's missing. Like Harry and the Hendersons, kind of the same boat there. Like, if these were not $30 each, they're $27.99. If those were a lower price, I would happily pay 15 each for those on 4K and snag them, 2 for 30 for something like that, because it's such an old release. Some new audio commentaries to me is hard to justify the price, but at the same time, I get it. You've got to be able to make money off these releases.
Yeah,
And,
but
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't cost a lot to actually creating and authoring the additional content is where you're going to have more expense,
I was
right?
gonna
To
say,
actually-
no, it's not even that. There's plenty of things you can include. For example, let me talk about some of the special features on Leprechaun. Leprechaun, the movie, the transfer itself pissed me off, though, how they fucked up the disc and whatnot. But the special features, some of them I really liked. There was basically the screener tape that they would send out to video stores when the movie came out for video. That had a bunch of like advertisements and stuff, and buy this many copies of Leprechaun to sell in your store. There's like a full 8-minute fucking presentation of that VHS that's on the disc as a special feature. That's like old archival shit that you could be including. It's stuff like that. And now, given some of this stuff could be harder to get a hold of, but if they reached out to fans and were like, hey, we're looking for weird archival footage on this shit, no fucking problem. All this shit would be fucking, people would be sending it in droves. They'd have a hell of a time looking through it. For any fucking movie.
Well, yeah.
They had behind the scenes, like they had on-set footage that was just shot with a camcorder.
Okay, so just
Now-
behind the scenes stuff that they're able to include.
Like, that's just not even like, they don't make it into a documentary. It's just raw fucking footage from the set.
Okay, yeah.
Like Rumpelstiltskin, oddly enough, another Mark Jones film, had a bunch of that as well. There's probably a correlation that they're both Mark Jones film, that they actually had that footage, but you know what I mean? Stuff like that. I would love to see anything like that on special features. That really just acquires maybe some licenses and stuff, but...
Well, and some of that they probably already own. Like, I feel like you see the TV spots, the trailer spots, the alternate takes, and I would love to see more movies include the TV spots, right? The 30-second spots, include all that. Like, it's pretty standard to get the first trailer, but not everything's going to include all the trailers, and the TV spots or all the extra marketing. And especially now, if you get a brand new movie where maybe they've had a social media campaign, like include all that social media campaign bullshit on there too. Like you spent all the money on it already. How hard is it to throw it on a disc?
Yeah, special features are a big part of my channel in general. I have a video coming out tomorrow about Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, the unrated Blu-ray.
Okay.
Has a choose your own adventure style special feature called Dude Change the Movie.
Nice.
And there's probably like 40 minutes of alternate or extra footage included in that.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Whole nother fucking movie, like through several different changes. Like, it can end the movie early and they actually roll the credits and everything, similar to the Final Destination one. And that's
Sure.
that era of 2000s when they were really investing in these like special features.
Well, I mean, once you got to the disc media and you're able to overlay things easily, right? You can throw an audio commentary over there and still have space for it because you're literally just changing the audio or you have an overlay. And so you're able to do lots of things you couldn't do before. And so I get why commentaries are so easy, because it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Right? But getting the other content on there that makes it interesting, like I would love to hear Dan Aykroyd talk about The Great Outdoors all these years later, right? He talks Ghostbusters all the time, And it's crazy. Some people fucking hate The Great Outdoors. Like, there's people that just, that movie fucking tanked when it came out. To me, it's a fucking classic.
Yeah.
Other people just weren't into it. So, I don't know. It's just fascinating to see all those things.
Yeah.
But I do like how we're getting some cool new stuff released.
Yeah. I'm really interested to hear more news on Arrow's Mortal Kombat release. If it's going to be just the first movie, if they are going to do a 2-pack, just do a 2-pack. Because the thing is, that second movie is not worth releasing on its own, separate.
No, that movie.
That second movie is like a special feature to the first one.
The only thing good about that movie is they added a shitload of new characters in there, and it was really cool to see those characters in costume on a movie. And
that's fun to watch for me.
Beyond the visuals of it,
yeah.
yeah. The visuals of it were what were entertaining because they took all these characters and they were able to like bring them to life. So
yeah, I like old TV spots and stuff like that, or like the Ghostbusters stuff where they had the Ghostbusters 2 Oprah Winfrey Show was a special feature on that disc as well. Mm-hmm. Or the Twin Peaks gold box set includes the Japanese coffee commercials that Cooper did that were really cool. And the Saturday Night Live sketch for Twin Peaks that Kyle MacLachlan did. It's all in that DVD set. Like, that's cool as fuck.
Well, that's the kind of stuff that could easily be lost, and I don't know why more places aren't reaching out to fans, because, I mean, even when you look at the Time Life Real Ghostbuster set, there are episodes that they did not have a master of anymore. They literally were able to record those from fans that were able to send them in. And so I wish more sets would do that, include that information in there.
Sorry, I was zooming in to confirm that Maxim Winner's profile picture is Roddy Piper from They Live.
Oh, okay. Hey, did you see that? They have some sunglasses coming out from They Live. High quality ones. I got an email from it because Middle of Beyond was selling it, and so was Fright Rags. I think they're like $100, and they're limited to a certain number of pairs. They look really nice, but I'm not going to buy a $100 set of replicas. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I have that on DVD. I should probably upgrade it to at least Blu-ray.
For sure.
I know they have it on 4K. How do I feel
so here's
one. I do love that movie.
When we're talking about physical media releases, this is one that you don't have, the Stranger Things Season 2.
Yeah.
And so
I got the first one only.
Yeah, and so this one's different because it's the clamshell opens up. I kind of like this set better just because there's not a slipcase on it. But the other one has like that VHS vibe for the slipcase. So this is like a rental store case. It's like the Blockbuster style clamshell. There's some postcards in there. VHS. And then it's even printed as a VHS, which is kind of fun. And then all the discs. And you know, all the Friends Rewind. Like, the design on this is an awesome set.
Speaking of rental tapes. Go ahead.
I said I'm very excited to get the new box set for this show. And I just think that, like, these are such cool little sets.
Yeah, they are. I enjoy them. The video I did on my channel about them has like 29,000 views.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool too, randomly. Just going to show this off because it's sitting here. But it's a Tremors rental copy.
Nice.
Actually, I think I need to repair this tape because I think the tape is disconnected on one end of the spool. But I can fix that.
Yeah.
But if you'll notice, it was rented from Circle K.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Circle K logo there. There's a PG sticker and a current favorites. If we look at the tape itself, there is another Circle K little logo on the tape, and then I think it's upside down. Be kind, rewind.
I mean, videotape rentals used to be so big. Like,
Just love that.
regionally, like Hy-Vees used to have the videotape rentals in them. So did
Yeah.
the Dillon's grocery stores, which Dillon's is a national chain. They're like Kroger and different names throughout the country, but there's something that just hit different about going into a grocery store.
Yeah. No, I
Rental
remember
store.
like it's got to be like my 4th birthday. God, I was so young. Going to Hy-Vee to pick up my cake for my birthday.
Oh,
And
okay.
Mom letting me rent a movie and pick out a 2-liter of soda.
Yeah.
And I was young enough that I was still picking Sprite.
Yeah.
And I picked one of the Clifford movies.
Oh, nice.
The dog movies. Not Clifford movie, not the dog movie. What one? Beethoven. That's what I meant. Fucking A.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool.
Hot dog, nachos, and Tremors at the Circle K. Hell yeah.
I remember going into the Dillon's grocery store where they had the video rental store in the front section. Around the same time because they had like a Halloween display set up in there, which is really cool, but I was also scared because I was like seeing scary movie covers and stuff. But that was also around the time they did that really cool Pepsi ad with the Fritos and Doritos where they had all the Universal monsters. And they had that huge display in the store. Like I remember seeing that in the store and it was so cool. And I don't think I've ever seen such a good promotion ever again since then. Like I think that was like peak retail.
Coca-Cola may have cornered the market on Christmas, but Pepsi really cornered the market on Halloween.
Yeah, which, is an awesome thing.
Halloween rules.
Yes, it does.
Well, we're probably coming to a close here in just a little bit, but
yeah. So, did any of the special features on that Stranger Things set sound amazing to you? Like, I'm looking at it and I was like, is any of this like worth it?
I actually honestly didn't even really look at them.
So,
hold on, I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna read it. Other than the actual physical materials. Behind the scenes featurettes, interviews with the cast and crew. Depends on how much of that there is. And if it's already been released online or not. Which is kind of okay anyway. Set tours, bloopers. Maybe there should have been like a retrospective documentary. Isn't there one coming out on Netflix? That should have been a special feature on here.
You would think they would have put that on there. That's
unless the rights
crazy.
are weird for that, because I know that the Duffer Brothers have, like, Netflix doesn't have exclusive rights to physical media for Stranger Things. The Duffer Brothers actually have a stake in the physical rights.
Gotcha.
Which is probably the only reason we're getting this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And that it's going to Arrow specifically, that's honestly ideal, I think. I don't think there's a better label to handle this. Like, Arrow Video is all about the fucking cream of the crop of the shit that we talk about in terms of, they put out fucking Tremors, put out Donnie Darko.
Yeah, they've got this figured out. They know how to do quality physical media.
And I've only have a couple of their releases, probably like less than 10 to be honest, because I'm a broken.
Yeah,
but
you feel good when you hear that they're doing a release, though, right? You don't have worries about it. You're not like, oh fuck, who got the rights to do this?
I have their version of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Tremors, Donnie Darko, like I said, Deep Blue Sea, and the Ninja Turtles one that they did. Did you ever get that?
I did not pick that one up yet, no. There's some of these I'm waiting on out there just because, like, we've got Planet Comic-Con coming up this weekend, and I'm just like, these things aren't urgent for me, so, like, trying to get Kiefer Sutherland and Alex Winter's autograph on my Lost Boys Laserdisc is more of a priority right now than pre-ordering, upcoming releases. Not to say that I won't get it, but...
Maxim Winter. I think there are several people putting out VHS box sets of Stranger Things. But the thing is, they're usually just like one season. because you'd have to be compressing that shit a lot or putting it on. I can't even remember SP or LP or EP, but like the one that fucking just makes the image look even shittier because you're putting it on the same amount of tape.
Isn't SP like the shortest, highest quality because it's short play, long play, extended play? I think is the 3.
I can't remember.
I used to know that.
Two of those names are the same basically when it comes to tapes. Though there's basically only 2. I mean,
yeah.
They call them something else. I think that's my understanding, but. Yeah, Katie Video was putting out a DVD set of it, and I'm sure she's like, "Oh fuck," when this just got announced. I like her stuff. She puts out some cool stuff. She put out the Twilight movies on VHS, which I actually want to get from her, and Twin Peaks: The Return she did on VHS.
Yeah. Now, when you think of like Stranger Things, it's crazy to think about the quality you get on that. I mean, if it's 25 discs to get all this, so to get all that content onto VHS.
Well, yeah, it's a lot. VHS, if you want the high quality stuff, that'd probably be at least.
Are you going to double the tape count? Or are you going to go to, say, like 40?
Damn near, man. I'm thinking what each episode, if you roughly say each episode's an hour.
Yeah.
You could put, if you do the fast version, you could almost fit a full season on one tape. So theoretically, you could do a 5-tape set of shitty quality if you really just wanted to have it. Maybe 6 or 7 tapes. I don't know. But yeah, you'd probably do like fucking 20 to 30 goddamn tapes to have the whole series.
Yeah, it seems nothing against that, but nowadays, like,
don't get me wrong, I think Stranger Things would fucking slap on VHS.
Season 1 specifically would be fucking epic.
Yeah, and I have the means to actually do this.
Yeah.
I don't have I mean, theoretically, I could design VHS boxes for it too and print them out. That's a lot more work, but I have literally the devices and extra tapes where I could bounce it on there. Mm-hmm. But the way that the bouncing works, I'd have to like fuck with the signal and squash it a weird way because it sends it out HDMI and turns it into 4x3.
Yeah, you'd have to be planning ahead for that. So
it just squashes the image, so you have to. There is a way to fix that. Obviously, you just kind of account for that in your processing before you send it out. But it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
You know, I might do that with like the Freddy's Nightmares, Freddy Krueger episodes or something, because I downloaded every episode that he was in, all 8 episodes.
Nice. Okay. So then back over the Stranger Things, like I'm not going to get the deluxe version just because when I look at all the stuff in there that sounds interesting, okay, the Palace Arcade coin, okay, that's neat, but not a must-have for me. Self-adhesive Hellfire Club patch. Like, Hellfire patch clubs are fucking easy to find. So many people make them. You're going to find a better quality one than what comes with the set. Hellfire Club D20. Okay, that might be kind of cool, but again, like, they could do a whole set of that.
All I'm hearing is more shit to lay around.
25 art cards from all 5 seasons. 5 double-sided posters with original artwork by Kyle Lambert. And the thing is,
I think art cards are better than nothing, but like at the same time, I also hate when they act like it's so cool to get art cards in there. Posters, yes, posters are cool.
But posters piss me off in these types of sets because they're usually small posters and they're all fucking folded.
I don't care about that because movie posters used to come folded, so that's kind of like an aesthetic on its own. But
and then double-sided fold-out Hawkins map. Okay, again, and then the thing here that sounds interesting to me that shouldn't be included in this set, it should be its own thing, so it's proper coffee table-sized book, is a 148-page art book with designs, sketches, concept art, storyboards, all these things. Like, that just needs to be a fucking coffee table book because I don't want to look at a fucking DVD-sized book that's has all this stuff in it, right? I've seen those before. Prime example. So you've got Making Ghostbusters now, the book.
Yeah.
And, they reproduced that original book and put it in that box set. And that's tiny. And I've got the full-size press book of that's easy to read and easy to understand. Like, some of those things just need to be their own product.
I don't mind the Ghostbusters thing. I think it's cool. But
for that one,
I can't
that's
tell
a repress.
If they're being misleading, because it says collector's booklet in the other set. And there is another booklet.
Yeah.
You can't tell if it's the same one or not. I wouldn't it probably isn't. But then that means that there's a booklet you're not getting in the 4K, the deluxe version too. Because it doesn't say that, as far as I can tell here, maybe it does. It doesn't mention the collector's booklet in this. It only mentions the 148-page perfect bound art book. And yeah, there's no image of it on that as well. So they either are the same one, or when you get the more expensive version, you don't get the cheaper booklet as well. I don't know.
Yeah. And then...
Well, it's not even that you got to pan and scan it first, because I could just do a widescreen presentation and be fine with that.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's widescreen and it is outputting that way. Even if I output it at 4:3, the output from the laptop on that is HDMI. So it like squashes it still. Because I've done so many experiments and I got it the right way. It's weird and stupid because it just goes HDMI out from here. At least the way I'm doing
the way
it.
you're doing it right now.
Yeah, there's other ways to do it, surely, but...
The way I would have done it back in the day is I would have authored it as a DVD, made a DVD, and then just recorded the DVD to the VHS tape. Because the DVD is going to be easily set up for 4:3 compared to other stuff. But you'd still have to pan and scan the whole video if that's how you wanted it.
Yeah, but I'd have to have a DVD burner to do that too. Which I don't these days.
No, I've got an external one that I still have handy.
Actually, now that I think about it, I might. But I'm not sure. It might just be a DVD reader.
I've got a DVD burner. I never went the route of getting Blu-rays and stuff. That didn't ever really pick up. Yeah, when box sets go on sale for 50% off, that's fucking awesome. And the only thing with these Stranger Things sets is, it's 25 discs, so it doesn't include the other version. It doesn't look like they're going to have digital versions available because I don't know if they're going to sell this digitally. So we should see. Oh, good sales coming up around Easter for physical media, according to the chat. Yeah,
I was at Barnes & Noble the other day. They had Kino Lorber on sale, 50% off. But they only had like 4 movies at the one I was at. Like they had a really shitty movie section. And it's like fucking Airplane 2. Like I don't need that on 4K. I have that on DVD. And let me tell you, it is staying on DVD. Although I'm happy it gets a release from somebody. It just sucked that like I see that and I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean?
Well,
they're the ones who put out the Wayne's World movies though, and some other stuff like that. They put out, I appreciate them putting those out because eventually I might get those Wayne's World ones.
Yeah, well, just like I recently picked up the Bill and Ted 3 collection Blu-ray disc, even though they have a nice 4K set, but I just can't justify paying $60 for a 4K set for 2 really old movies that, to be honest with you, don't necessarily look amazing to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why would I want to spend the money to upgrade that? And I was like, I got the 3-pack of DVDs for $13.
I was about to say, I want to get the 3-pack Blu-ray maybe. But I have the first 2 on DVD. And it's like a 2-pack that I bought where each movie's on one side of each one disc, I think. And I bought that in like high school.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I've got the ones where they're each individual discs on DVD, but since I didn't have Face the Music on physical media yet, I was like, well, I'll just get them all 3.
They might be individual discs. I might be misremembering, but yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I only have the digital version for Face the Music, so that's how it came out, and then
I
just never picked it up.
Yeah, I finally got around to it. I wanted that in the collection. I like those movies enough to do that. So
I like the. I think a lot of people overhated the third one. I had a good enough time with it. It's all right.
for as long as it took them to make it, I had a fun time with it. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun movie. Was it perfect? No, but I mean, if you think you're going to get a perfect sequel about a couple of stoner guys that time travel, you're putting your expectations up pretty high because the bar is pretty low there to begin with. The fact that they made 2 of those and then we got a third one all those years later was wild on its own.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that kind of winds us down, man. I don't really have anything else going on, but
Yeah.
Alec and I got Planet Comic-Con this weekend, so you're doing some kick-ass Lord of the Rings stuff, it looks like.
Yeah, we're having a photo op with Elijah Wood and Sean Astin, so that'll be cool. I did also spend my entire YouTube check today that I was planning on spending at the con on Yoshi's vet bill, so we will see what else I will be or won't be doing.
Yeah.
Ideally, Kiefer Sutherland and Alex Winter will be signing my Lost Boys tape, which will be adding to Corey Feldman, Jameson Newlander, Jason Patrick, Billy Worth, and G. Tom Mack.
Yep.
And then hopefully Ernie Hudson on Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And that's I was gonna shoot for Elijah Wood and Sean Astin on the Lord of the Rings 2 Towers VHS as well, but
That'd be starting a whole new collection, though, so I get it. You want to finish the pieces you can.
it's not, well, it's just like, yeah. Priority-wise, this was the priority list always. Ernie Hudson might even be number 1. I haven't decided, just because I don't have him on anything.
I've got him on one of the slime green Ghostbusters cases from FanFest. I didn't
So
see
he
him
would be
sign
the
it.
only person on a VHS tape. But
Yeah.
like, it's going to be a lot harder to find Dan or Bill, and you're surely not getting Harold these days. So
Yeah. Yeah, I debated, like, would I want to add Ernie to this premiere poster?
I mean, he's in the movie. He was at the premiere. He just didn't get it signed at the premiere. But yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like that just being its own piece, though, you know?
yeah, I'm kind of the same with that. That's why I was going to add him to a VHS, just so I can have a signed Ghostbusters VHS. Because I have a signed VHS collection. That's the one I'm working on for autographs these days.
Yeah.
And I don't have a Ghostbusters tape signed by anybody, so got to get Ernie.
Yeah, good call there. All right, but yeah, well, next week when we come back, we'll probably talk about how the con went and everything else there and see if we picked up anything cool or had any good finds or, I mean, hell, there's some physical media for sale there too, so who knows what we'll come across.
Yep.
But appreciate everyone tuning in and chatting tonight. It was kick-ass to have everybody, spending time with us and hanging out. It's always good to answer questions and chat and see what you guys
Yeah.
are up to.
These lads are so much better when we have people in the chat talking with us.
Yeah, for sure. So,
All right. Good night, everybody.
good night. We'll see you.